Hello folks, this is Fish Daddy Jack. I've got a great show for you today. Today I would like to talk about my multis. Before we begin, if you're new here, I would like for you to hit the thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to me. And I also look forward to you subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell notification for future upcoming videos. I am currently up to 33 subscribers. Thank you to all of those of you that have subscribed. I hope I can continue to make content that you will like. I am ultimately hoping to get 40 subscribers before Christmas. I can only do this with your help. If you can, get the word out there. Tell others about my content. And hopefully I will get more subscribers to join this show soon. So let's talk about multis. I was looking for a fish, a cichlid, that I can grow, and I had certain criteria that I wanted to meet. First of all, I wanted a cichlid that I could raise in a smallish size aquarium. I didn't want to have anything really huge, so I was looking for a small cichlid. Another criteria that I was looking for is I was looking for a cichlid that would make, or that would be good parents to their young. I didn't want to worry or deal with having a separate grow out tank for this, for the babies. I just wanted to kind of keep them all in the same tank for a while. And lastly, what I wanted was I wanted a fish that I could breed and keep in my own water conditions. Folks, I do have an RO unit. I do use it for some tanks, but for this one, I didn't want to use an RO unit. I just wanted to breed them using my own tap water. It's kind of like the old saying goes, I'm sure a lot of you have heard it, if the good Lord gives you lemons, what do you make? You make lemonade, right? So that is what I was looking for. And when it comes to the multis, this is the fish that just checked off all the boxes. And it is a great fish. And I'm so glad to have them. I would like to tell you how I keep them, how I breed them, and why they're perfect for me, and why I think this would be a good fish for you to raise and breed too. A lot of you are noticing that I am wearing the Primetime Aquatic shirt. Jason and Joanna have both been a huge inspiration to me. I've learned a lot about fish keeping from them in general, and they are ultimately the folks that have turned me on to this awesome cichlid. So with that said, let's go down and take a look at my multis. Okay folks, this is my Neolamprologus Multifasciatus, otherwise known as multis. This is a fish that is epidemic to Lake Tanganyika. In the wild, you will find them roughly 10 meters deep under the water, which is roughly about 33 feet deep. This is a hard water fish, so it's a fish that requires plenty of GH and KH, minimum of 8.0 for the pH. The males reach a size of about 2 inches. The females reach 1 inch. There is no other way really to distinguish them until they are fully mature. Both of them have the same vertical striping and everything. For the temperature, you would definitely want to keep them in warm water. This is a tropical fish, so they would appreciate a temperature of 80 to 84. I keep mine roughly about 80 to 82 degrees. When it comes to feeding this fish, it's relatively an undemanding fish to keep. You can feed them regular community flakes. I feed mine community flakes, and I also feed them fluval bug bites for like your nano-sized fish. And also every other day I give mine brine shrimp. Brine shrimp are not necessary or mandatory. This is something that I choose to give mine, but I do know a lot of people that just give theirs flakes and they do just fine. This is a shell-dwelling cichlid. So what that means is this fish definitely does spawn and breed in the shells. The fry go in and out of the shells readily, and if they are startled, they will quickly run for cover inside the shells. So for the substrate, most people use a sand substrate. Some say that this fish actually hates sand. If you feel that this is the case, you can prevent them from doing the digging and everything just by adding a lot of shells. Make sure that they overlap and stuff. As far as my opinion, I haven't done a hypothesis in regards to this. They do move the sand around quite a bit. They can uproot plants if you have plants in the tank with them. But otherwise, I don't show anything showing that they are stressed in any way by dealing with the sand or anything like that. If you're doing a Lake Tanganyika biotope, there is not going to be any plants in the tank. The water in Lake Tanganyika is just way too harsh for a whole lot of plants. From my understanding, there is a type of Vallisneria that does grow in Lake Tanganyika, but most that you find in the aquarium hobby are not from that region. This is an amazing shell dweller. It's a very easy fish to breed. These are community breeding fish. So basically, they will all breed within the shells, within the community. They will pretty much raise each other's fry. There is usually not even aggression from the juveniles to the fry. It is a very awesome fish to have. You can breed a pair easily in a 10-gallon tank. However, I strongly recommend getting at least a 20-gallon tank for a group of them. I started out with a group of 6 back in May. And as you can take a look in here, I have multiple generations in here. It probably takes about a year from fry to full grown, maybe a little less. From others, I've heard that they start spawning once they get their vertical stripes. That right there, back there, is a male. And this one, looking right at the camera, is one of my little females. If you want to talk about doing plants with this fish because of their digging habits and everything, what I like to do is keep epiphytic plants, things like Bucephalandra, Java fern, Anubias, things like that, and I attach them to rocks. That way, when the fish are doing their moving and digging around in the sand, if you need to move them around or whatever, you can definitely do so. And like I said, if you definitely don't want them to do as much digging or anything, what you can do is just really layer the shells in the tank. Other plants that I do have a water crinum that I put in here. Isn't that beautiful, folks? I really love this plant. I think it looks awesome in this tank. And I did put some water wisteria in the background here. Once it grows up, it'll look great, and this plant will really help with keeping the water clean. Well, folks, this is it. This is my Neolamprologus Multifasciatus, otherwise known as Multis. I would like to wish all of you happy holidays. And I will do another show after the new year. Take care.